Hi, intermediate students. Good to see you again. Now that we know there isn't going to be any school for the rest of the school year, it's time to get to work and do some practice. So, on the 28th of March, I mailed out an email with a suggested sheet of practicing. I know that not everybody might have understood everything that was on there, and so I would like to go over that sheet with you. And the first thing is our warm-ups. So for our warm-ups, we're going to be doing the C scale. Now on C scale, there are no sharps. Everybody look at the beginning of the line and absolutely no sharps. The number that I'm on is 154 in our book. And in the C scale, our D string has a low 2, our A string has a low 2. If you're violin, the E string has a low 2. Now on the cello and the viola, you do not need to have a low 2 on your C string, and everybody does not need to have that low 2 on their G string. So with that, I'm going to demonstrate how to do this warm-up. First of all, we're going to be doing the scale in the lower half of the bow. If you like, at that point, after I play it and demonstrate it, you can turn your video off, practice playing that scale with the low 2s in the appropriate places, and then turn it back on to watch the upper half of the bow. I want all the violins to notice that on the E string, we have another thing that happens that doesn't happen to the other instruments. First finger on the E string is the note F, and there is no F sharp. Because of that, we have to have a low 1 on the E string, not on the tape like the rest of the strings, but a low 1. So here we go. This is how your C string will look in the lower half. And there it is, with the low 1s for the E string on the violin and the low 2s on the other strings. Here we are in the upper half. When you get good at playing in either half of the bow, I would like you to try the last warm-up, and that is using a full bow, tip, tip, full bow back, frog, frog. So full bow, tip, tip, full bow, frog, frog. And here's how it'll look. Notice I didn't just kind of sort of go 2/3 of the way. I did the whole entire bow. So hope that works for you, and you can turn off the video and work on this a little bit. And when you turn it back on, we're going to turn back to page 32, and we're going to do under C accents 138 for a reading practice on the G string. Here it goes. Now, if you paid close attention, you would see that I was doing something on the longer notes because I was giving them an accent. Each of the longer notes has a little tiny hairpin under it. If you look up in your scroll up at the top of the page, it says you play suddenly louder at the beginning of the note, but they didn't really explain how you do that. So a quick explanation, very easy to do. You suddenly speed up the bow for only a few inches, maybe 3, and then you slow it back down again. And that gives you that sudden loudness at the beginning. So on the G string, so you just give it a big shove right at the beginning and then slow it down. So you can practice doing your accents and you can practice reading those notes on the G string. So this is a very good place to put your instruments down and give it a go. And I mean, not put the instruments down, but turn the video off. And after that, we are going to explore reading some key of C. So we go back again to page 55, and you're going to be playing again, violins, do not forget the low 1. And after you have time to practice that a few times, there's some pieces that might be nice to play in the key of C. And I attached, for everybody, when I sent the email, I did attach a few pieces, which I will put in the next video. And these are pieces out of another book called Beautiful Music for 2-String Instruments. So hope to see you at the next video, which you can turn on at any time you want.